Okay, going to be installing this Jekill and Hyde exhaust on this 2022 Bonneville Speedmaster. And let's see what we have in the package here. So, empty box. It's the OBD2 adapter cable. And it looks like the control module here with the harness. Looks like the switch. And some instruction. And looks like a heat shield or something. Instruction looks pretty nice and nicely printed. See how that goes. And the owner's card. Probably need that for warranty. Looks pretty good. And we have the instruction. Going to be needing that. And empty box. Exhaust here. I went with the bronze slash cut tip. There's the motor there, or the I guess the flap, the valve flap. And that's the actuator there, the harness. Hardware, clamps, and some more hardware. Looks like a bracket. And a just one of the exhaust pipe here. Looks like it has a catalytic converter element in there. So looks about that long for the cat. Didn't know it came with the built-in cat. I already have a X pipe installed on mine, so we'll see. Doesn't look very restrictive, but might change the sound. And then another bracket here. I guess we'll follow the instruction here. So it looks like the first step is to remove all this here on the left side. The exhaust cover, the fake throttle body cover, and even the intake box here. Heat shield on the bottom. Alright, so we'll get started on that. be easier to lift the tank, because I think we need to do that anyway. Looks like there's one 12mm bolt back here. And that. Probably. Way. See, oh, we got another bolt here. Up two, one on top, one on bottom. That comes out easier once you remove all the bolts. I think this is where we're going to be putting the all the connectors and the control and stuff like that down there. So that's why we have to take this off here. I think we'll have to remove the header too, or at least loosen it to get this heat seal past here. we'll see what the instruction says next. Okay, so we have to assemble this side here, and that's the left and the right. Yep, that's one there. And that, we need these little spacers here. So spacers, and these are dished, so make sure you rotate them correctly. We need bolt, lock washer, and flat washer. So we got 4 of these here, so I think those are the ones. Lock washer, flat washer. And these are slotted so they can move back and forth. Then we'll snug these for now and then tighten them later. And this clamp here. We need to loosen these and then put that bracket on, and then one of the pipes here. Let's see what that bracket is. This one. So that's this bracket here. The bolt here facing backward, and then loosen those two, and then slide this in between. And then we need this pipe. This one has a bracket, so it's not this one. So yeah, this one without the bracket. Oh, that's pretty loose. Oh, it's very loose. And I did not remove these. Yeah, that's probably not even 10 foot-pound to get those loose. And then I removed the other side to do the X pipe there. This side I didn't touch, and that was very loose. Alright, I think we slide this in. Alright, looks like it's in there. Okay, left side. Looks like we need to do the bracket here. See how it goes. Looks like that way. And nut and bolt. Looks like their torque head bolt here. See the quality on this build here. Everything is laser cut. Looks like CNC bent. Nice weld. Very quality piece. Here looks like laser weld here. or I don't know if that's CNC wire. I think that's hand welded. Yeah, looks like quality stuff. And like I said, these have slots, and I don't know where it's going to be yet, so, but probably should tighten these down before I put them in, because they might be hard to reach once I get in there. Maybe not. That's loose enough. Let's see here. I think this little rubber thing here is just the kickstand stopper. I think that's what the bracket is for. We'll have to remove this kickstand stopper here. It looks like the kickstand stopper goes into this one here. This bracket might be for the actuator. Okay, this is on the right hand side. Put the muffler on, slide it on, bolt the bottom, and left hand side same way. Slide the muffler on. Loosely fitted. See the flap inside there, sure what this little sticker here is. I have to remove the cap here to get to it and remove that. It's inside there. Alright, on the right hand side we need to mount the actuator here so it's facing upward, and we need the washer and bolt. Left side looks like it's pointing downward, and the wire runs up the battery here. Alright, so this one looks like the wire runs, can't really tell, underneath. Alright, that's tightened. And let's see, might as well tighten on the exhaust. And those are freaking 13 mil. Okay, it's pretty tight. Take along with this wire here to the battery. Looks like the kickstand, because I have this little kickstand pad here. Looks like it's hitting that little bracket there, but it's hitting the rubber part of it. So I don't think it should make any noise, but it might cut through it eventually. So let's see, it might wrap a big hose around that rubber hose. Yeah. Okay. Pretty solid. The heat shield bracket on. Alright, gonna put this heat shield bracket back on here. And I think we're supposed to use these here that came with the kit. They're longer bolts and little spacers here in between. Alright, that's that. And for the wires on this side, looped it backed up and ran it up against the side of the battery here. Zip tied it to another wire that was already there, and then looped through here and then through the other side. And then on this side, I think the instruction says to go underneath the bike and then out the other side, up the battery, and then run it along with the other wire. But I decided to go on this side and just go around the cover here and up here and do the wire bundle right here, and then on this side. So I think all the wires and the module is going to sit in this pocket right here. We'll need to mount the switch here. Come with a little washer here. That's where the switch mounts. Alright, I have the wire run down the bar here and then through this bracket here. Okay, and then this goes underneath the tank. Now we got the heat shield here to mount. We got the shield here and then the clamp. And this is the orientation they had it in the picture. Alright, the only thing we have left is control module and the OBD adapter here. So we'll have to plug all these in and then manage all the wires. So this is the control module. And this is the OBD2 adapter. And I think they say to put a zip tie through here to hold it. And I think this comes out to where the air box is, where the stock one sits. So, and then we'll match these plugs up. Yeah, power this up, make sure everything works. I hear something clicking in there. I hear it, motor going. Yeah, it looks like the valve's closed. the button and valves open. Looks like everything's good there. Okay, I have everything zipped up here. Just make sure that all the wires and stuff are out of the way and not touching the suspension arms there. Any movement from that. And then we have this pigtail here that's going to go outside the airbox. And this side, I decided to pull this slack wire on this side here and pulled it through this side and then wrapped up over here. There's not that much room over there, so that won't sit up. See if the airbox will fit with all these wires here. Gotta be tight. Alright, I think that's it. Let's see what these bolts are. This one is for the back of the airbox here. Alright, looks like this side's complete. This is probably not necessary, but I'm going to put some electrical tape around this. Just keep some debris and water out of it. Alright, this side's complete. Seat back on. And I think everything looks good. Things too tight. Just make sure you wipe down the exhaust with brake cleaner or parts cleaner. Get all your grease and fingerprint off of it. Alright, everything back together, all cleaned up. And we're going to take it out for a spin here. And that's what it sounds like closed. We'll open it. That's fully open. And then partly closed. That's in dynamic mode. And we'll put on closed. Than the stock exhaust with the X pipe. I have it in dynamic mode right now. that on the left side, the valve was stuck open. So when I closed it, only the right side closed. So when I thought I was doing the fully closed mode, it was only one side was fully closed. So now this is both sides fully closed. And you can hear how quiet it is. I would say probably as quiet as the stock exhaust. And this has the F pipe on it too, so it sounds like the stock exhaust is